And all of this gets 2 times faster than the previous apps. So today, we'll take you through a detailed walkthrough of all these features and help you understand how these features can elevate your learning experience with Unacademy. But let's start with the biggest change of all. The new Unacademy app has 3 main parts. Planner. Planner helps you get access your daily learning journey as soon as you open the app. All your self-study needs like practice, like notes, and so on, live in the self-study menu. And then the last thing is you. It has everything about you, every course that you have enrolled in, every educator that you have followed, and so on. And to begin with, to give you a detailed walkthrough of Planner, let me invite Hardik.
Thank you, Himesh, and welcome everyone. We are so excited to show you the new Unacademy learning experience. Let's start with the Planner. We have built a one single surface where you will see all of your daily live learning. You'll see your classes, you'll see your tests, quiz, combat, and a lot more. Let's start with today. We built Planner in a way that no matter when you open the app, it'll always show you what's most important. Like right now, it's telling me that there is a class at 3:45 that I should care about. Now, sometimes we take a day off and miss a few classes. That's okay. With the Planner, you can always scroll up and find all your missed classes right there. Just tap on a class, start watching. You can also download your PDF or the class video right from there. When the class goes live, the Planner prioritizes and shows me that class card with a live tag. Very helpful. For the people who like to plan ahead of time, Planner also allows you to scroll down and see what's coming up tomorrow. Or we have also built a very helpful calendar where you can tap on a date and jump to see what's happening on that day. Now, sometimes we get a phone call and get thrown out of the app. It's very annoying if you're watching a live class. But continue watching. Now you can come back to the app and tap right there to jump right back into the class. Very helpful. Now, you might have noticed that there are gaps in the Planner. Those are the time slots when you have no live classes or tests. We have built very powerful self-study features to help you go the extra mile in your learning preparation. Introducing the all-new menu. You'll see all the self-study features right here. You can catch up on a few practice questions, you can revise your notes, and in the future, we will be adding a lot more features here that will help you stay ahead of the game, basically. Up next is Profile. Let's look at Profile next. Profile is one single place for all of your familiar learning options, your own content, and stats. Our longtime learners will recognize the options at the top: enrollments, downloads, saves, history, and more. We also now have Activity, which show you detailed stats about how your learning is going. Up next is Streak, one of the most favorite features that our users love. We also then have Syllabus, which tell you how much of the syllabus you have covered so far. And then finally, we have Leaderboard that tell you how you rank amongst other learners in your same goal. If you're learning in multiple goals, you may want to switch between many of them throughout your day. With a quick, easy option at the top, you can now do so. I don't know if you noticed those people write in the live card before. For the first time ever in a learning app, we are introducing the concept of learning with a group. To tell you more about group, here's Monomita.
Hello everyone, and thanks Hardik. That's a brilliant way for our learners to organize their daily schedule and to track their progress. But I feel something is missing. What's that one thing that we all have been missing in our lives in the last 1 year? And I think especially our learners. Who are the people who motivate our learners when they're feeling low? Who are the folks who they discuss their exam strategy as they come out of an exam hall? Yes, you're right, they're friends. They are the ones who nudge our learners to go that extra mile and practice that one extra question. We at Unacademy thought it's high time we get your friends and classmates back into the lives and study plan of our learners. With the new app, I'm very excited to introduce Groups. Group is a feature which brings a set of learners together so that they can learn together. These are a set of learners who are preparing for the same goal in the same language and the same subjects. With groups, you can see what the other learners in your group are actually studying, and you can go and study the same thing. For every activity, such as watching a class or taking a practice test, you get points. As you accumulate those points, at the end of the week, there are leaderboards and we declare who are the winners. So that's group learning for you. To get you started, Unacademy has enrolled you into groups. However, you can add your own friends by inviting them to join your group. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started and start adding your friends to your groups to learn together. Now let's talk about that part of Unacademy where our learners spend a lot of time. Any guesses? Yes, you're right. It's our live classes. We constantly endeavor to make our live classes extremely effective with the best of educators, content, and in-class tools. As we spoke with a lot of our learners, what we realized is that personal interactions are extremely important in the learning process. Learning happens through conversations. Learning is participative. Also, we can say that we've really understood a concept when we don't have the slightest bit of doubt regarding it in our minds anymore, isn't it? So let me show you something that we built just for that. Introducing Raise Hand, a feature that lets our learners raise their hand in class and get their doubts resolved. Now let's dive into a learning classroom, a live classroom, and see what's happening. This is a physics classroom of IIT JEE. The educator is teaching Newton's laws of motion. Any learner can raise their hand if they have a doubt that they want to get resolved in the class. Once learners raise their hand, the educator starts seeing the list of learners who've raised their hand in their interface, and then they can choose to invite learners in turns to speak to the educator. It looks like one of our learners in the class, Shiksha, has raised her hand. Let's see what happens next.
So Siksha has raised her hand in the class to ask a question. Let's bring her question up to the class.
Hi sir. So I was trying to solve this question. An astronaut accidentally gets thrown out of the small spaceship accelerating in outer space at 100 meter per second square. So what is the acceleration of the astronaut the instant after she is outside?
Okay, that's an excellent question. So to solve this, we have to understand that the moment the astronaut is out of the spaceship, there is no force which is getting applied. The small gravitational force from the spaceship is negligible, and other stars' gravitational force is not accounted for since it is in outer space. So since there is no force applied on the astronaut, the acceleration will be zero. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you sir. This was very helpful.
Great.
That's raise a hand for you. I am so glad that our learners finally literally have a voice in the classroom. Well, that's not the only feature that we built to ensure quality personalized guidance for learners on our platform. There is more. For that, over to Himesh.
Thanks, Monomita. Over the last 5.5 years, Unacademy has catered to a lot of the needs of our learners. Today with Unacademy, you can learn from the best educators in the country. You can practice from thousands of questions at your own convenience, and you can get your doubts resolved within seconds. When we were thinking of reimagining the learner experience, we talked to our learners, we talked to our educators, our users, and we realized a big need. Our learners wanted to talk to the educators. Our learners wanted a way where they could get more help. And with live mentorship, we have done just that. With live mentorship, you will be able to schedule a one-on-one session with the educators. We have an amazing set of educators for you to choose from. Let me explain how it works. To get started, you need to select a reason for which you need to connect the educator with. It could be that you are trying to solve a problem and you are stuck And connecting with an educator can really help you solve that problem and understand the concepts behind it. If you are not able to understand a concept really well, you can still connect with an educator and they can help you understand that concept better and explain it in detail. Finally, you can also talk to the educators if you want to understand how to prepare for your exam, to discuss a strategy, which books to refer, and get general guidance about your preparation and increasing your chances of success. All you need to do is pick a time duration for which you need to talk to the educator and a time slot that suits you. With a little more information about what is it that you need help with, your session is finally booked. And once it's booked, it will start showing on the planner at the scheduled time. When the time comes, all you need to do is just start the session, and on the other side, the educator will be there to help you. You can talk with the educator on audio, and they can help you get through any of the problems that you are looking to solve. So that was live mentorship. I hope you enjoyed all the features that we talked about today, and you find them useful, and they actually help improve your learning experience. But that's not it. This is just a beginning. We are just setting the stage for a lot more exciting features to come your way. And finally, I want to thank the team that has worked so hard behind it. We are really excited about these features, and we hope that you find them useful as well. That would be it for the product launch today. Over to you, Fiona.
Thank you, Himesh. That was a very interesting session. I'm sure everyone is as thrilled as I am with the launch of the new and improved product. Learning on Unacademy is surely going to be twice the fun. Well, ladies and gentlemen, moving on, we have a very special session now with a very special guest, who's none other than the legend himself, Sachin Tendulkar. Along with him, we have the very charismatic